Hey, what's up? Come on in.
About time you showed up. Getting to cooking now.
Since we're here in the apartment, Michael, it's up to our discretion to take the masks off because we've both been following quarantine protocol.
You're right.
Yeah.
You have been.
What's up, guys? I'm Gunner,
And I'm Michael.
and we're cooking today.
What are we cooking today, Gunner?
We are cooking hot Italian pasta.
So, today, the base of our dish, we're going to use hot Italian sausage. Now, realistically, we can use any type of protein replacement.
The pasta we're using today is masticholi. I kind of botched that name. Regardless, any sort of pasta will work for this dish. We are also going to be using garlic as for the taste.
Now, of course, optionally, you can use garlic salt or garlic powder. In addition to that, the veggies we're using today, some nice broccoli. However, again, with every other ingredient, each one is up to you. If you'd like to use onions, bell peppers, go to your heart's desire.
So first off, we got Parmesan. This is gonna improve the taste of the whole pasta, but you can use any sort of cheese that you'd like, or no cheese at all.
Then we got some nice seasonings. We got some ground black pepper, some pink Himalayan salt, some crushed red peppers. Granted, any of these things can be replaced. Even though these are standard spices, you can use any type of spice you would like. And then finally, our choice of oil is extra virgin olive oil. Again, any oil that you desire can be used. So first, we're gonna start out by cutting up the garlic. So the way you're gonna do this, you're gonna take a knife, sharps, chef's knife, or any type of knife you can. Then ideally, you're gonna press down with some force and peel off the outer layer of the clove. We're gonna try to use 3 cloves of garlic.
Yeah.
Okay. Peel that. And then, after you peel it all, you're gonna go ahead and start chopping it into a very fine, minced sizes. Take your dominant hand with the knife hand and hold the garlic in the other hand. Sort of make small, little incisions going downward. We're gonna cut this bad boy up. And then we can take these bad boys and go ahead and start chopping it. Now, what you can do is you can take your left hand, press down on the knife, and use your right hand and chop this way to get a nice, cleaner chop. Go ahead and gather it up again. And this is a good, quick way to start actually getting your garlic closer to the minced amount you'd like.
All right, now that we have the garlic ready, we're moving on to the broccoli, right? So, with the broccoli, we're gonna want more of this, less of the stem, more of the, what would we call this? So, we want less of the stem part and more of the head of the broccoli. So we're just gonna lop that part off. And from here, with this dish, it doesn't matter too much how, finely you chop this up. Like, you could I usually try to go for strips. So you could half it, you could quarter it, but I like to leave it nice and big. So, something that people can visually see within the dish and, it's nice and tasty.
Now that the broccoli is done, we're gonna transition over to our pasta. How we're gonna do this is we're gonna bring 4 to 6 quarts of water to a boil, and then you're gonna go ahead and throw this bad boy in there and bring it to you're gonna cook it for about 10 minutes or until it's al dente. And then when you actually put in this pasta, you're gonna wanna salt it a little bit to taste if you desire. Granted, all these things will be dependent on your stove heat, and actually how you like your pasta, but also, follow the directions.
Now we're getting to the protein section. So today we're using hot Italian sausage as mentioned earlier. You can really use any type that you want, but this is what I like. This is what my mom taught me back home. So we're gonna bust this baby open. With pork or really any meat, you gotta be careful. Make sure to wash your hands before and after handling it, because you know animals can carry some germs on them and some bacteria that is not good for humans. So what we're gonna do with this is we're just gonna, it's already been like cut up a little bit, but we're just gonna break it up a little bit more, make sure, you know, when we start cooking it, the heat can go through it, and that should be good. Yeah, get her going. Yeah. All right, so now we're gonna get to start cooking the sausage. So first, we're gonna put the stovetop to about medium-high heat. I'm gonna start off at about 6.5, 7, and then you're gonna need 1 or 2 tablespoons of oil or whatever it really takes to fill the bottom of that pan. Swirl that around a little bit. Fully engulf this pan in oil. Now we're ready to throw the sausage on. So what we're gonna do, bring it over to this pan here. Pull it off this styrofoam thing. We're gonna break this up a little bit more in the pan. Make sure it's gonna be cooked evenly. Just be a little chopping with the spatula.
How long are we gonna cook it for, Gunner?
So the meat will take about, it'll take between 5 and 10 minutes. And if the rest of the cooking is running slow, you just throw the meat on low heat and let it just simmer. But right now, we're right on schedule. So we're keeping it at medium high. All right, this is the part we get to the chili quadrado or the crushed red pepper. We're gonna sprinkle a little bit of that on. This is already pretty spicy meat, but just a little bit extra. Shoot, I'm missing some seasonings. Hey, Michael, salt me, pepper me. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
We're gonna throw some pepper on here, a few cranks, and then a little salt. Salt is gonna bring out the flavors. It's gonna bring everything together a little bit more. I don't like cooking with a lot of salt. I do a lot lower sodium diet than most people do, but this is all for your taste and your pleasure. So you do it how you'd like. All right, so the water started to boil. So we're gonna transition away from the sausage to the water. I need noodles though. Let's have in the closet.
Here you go.
Thanks, Mike.
Sorry about that.
So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna pop this baby open. And we're just gonna pour these noodles in. Beautiful. Delicate. All right, now that the meat started going a little bit, we're gonna throw in the garlic. Just pour that in. Just mix it in with everything else. Really get the flavors together in there. The garlic's a nice complement to the meat. Yeah. Oh man, that's just coming together perfectly. We're gonna check on the pasta here. So to tell if it's al dente is if it's got like a nice little, if it pushes back on you, this is really hot. So this is gonna take a little bit more time. But before the noodles are done, we're gonna drop the broccoli in just 1 minute.
Got some salt in my hands. Salt my pasta a little bit. Not too much, just a couple fingers full of them. Now it's time to get that broccoli cooking. Take your bowl of broccoli, dump it in. Stir it up a little bit. Make sure it gets in there. You're gonna cook this for the last minute, about.
Yeah, roughly a minute.
until it's nice and soft. Now your food's gonna be ready. Isn't that right, Gunnar?
Yep. We're gonna drain the water out, mix together the meat, broccoli, and the pasta. But one more thing, almost forgot. We're gonna take this here. So this is an old trick that my mom taught me. You wanna save a little bit of the pasta water. You put that on at the end. It sort of serves as a sauce. They call this liquid gold. Try not to singe yourself. There you go. A little bit of pasta water. All right, so now we're getting to the part where we have to take the pasta off. We're gonna turn that there off. This is a really nifty colander pot combination. Woo! That's hot. We're gonna set this off to the side here for just a minute. And then we're gonna dump this water. Woo! Now, steam is pretty hot, y'all, so make sure to be safe. And try not to set the fire alarms off. Trust me, I have. Now that we got the water out of here, we're gonna bring this back, put this back into the pot. Yep. Some little stick in the bottom. We want to get all up in that. We need all that. We're gonna throw sausage in now that it's nice and browned. And then a little bit of, make sure to turn your stove tops off when you're done too. A little bit of what I mentioned before, the liquid gold. And mix her up. Oh, that looks delicious.
Looks so good.
So now that we got this all together, I've got on low heat right now just to maintain the heat, get that energy still. And we're gonna throw some parm on. This is good stuff. What are we thinking, cheesy?
Very cheesy.
All right.
As cheesy as possible.
Get it mixed up again. Bullet plate, senor.
We go with a bowl.
And that just looks wonderful. So excited. Thank you, Mama, for sending me my recipes.
It's beautiful.
All right, bon appetito. All right, well, thanks for joining us, guys. I hope you had a lot of fun following along. And if you want any cooking advice or would like any other recipes, you know, feel free to stop by, say what's up, or shoot us an email, whatever. In any other case, or to wrap that up, happy eating.